We ultimately focus on value. That's the way we do transaction in our daily life while buying any merchandise, products, services. We look at the value, and if you like the price is below than that, then only go transaction. Same thing in the stock market. When value is high, the price is low, then we do transaction, right? That same way it goes here. With the multiple ways of value creation, which we learn in different courses or on platform and Vellathon and so forth, right? That is ultimate focus. And just touch upon, current scenario, which is a war scenario is going on, and still there's a lot of negative. Market was up today, but still there's a lot of negativities there, challenges there. The whole point boils down to because we used to be now this lifestyle, which demanding high energy, gases, and all these things, and those supply distribution getting affected sooner or later if we continue like this, right? Therefore, you have to be conscious about what challenges we are going to face in the businesses, which kind of business is going to face challenges. And as per government policy, the government is giving priority to the LPG gas, right? CNG gas, which is particularly goes to vehicles as well as it goes to home cooking. Those are the priorities given. Therefore, they suppose some industries sector, if you see in the west part of India, some south and some north part, most of the industries or factories are running on gas, right? And if there is gas become limited or not able to supply, the production might have get affected, and therefore you have to be sensitive. Which are the industries going to affect it from this, and if it's going still the war is going to continue, right? And the way it seems to be, it's going to continue for some time. There's no sign of any stopping it or getting paused. Therefore, our ultimate focus, we can't control this certainly. We can certainly control our own actionable, right? What we can do. So focus on the businesses which are cash flow, which are consistent in marathon. Uh, you know, uh, low debt is there. Management is very well controlling the managing the business very well. They're allocating the capital right way in the businesses. The return on capital employed is high, right? The valuation margin of safety is always in our hand, right? That's why I always say investing is, the stock market is there for us to serve, right? Not to command us, right? We can tell every time if the prices goes ups and down, but we find when opportunity is there, then only need to act. Other time we just ignore what stock market is doing, what headlines are there, noise are there. As long as the companies which are bought it doing very well, or the companies which you like to buy, the price has gone very well, as we're giving good number of amount of margin of safety, then only need to act, right? Other time just ignore it. It's more noiser is becoming because a lot different kind of people are coming into picture, the kind of an explosion, the demat accounts, the people, new people have coming in, they talk, and social media is bombarded with those people. But in our community, I want to see the resiliency, the discipline to stick to our own core competency, which is our value and margin of safety. That we need to take care. Sooner or later, the prices go up and down. That's the inherent nature of the market. But we have to be focusing on the business which is working, because finally the stock price is a slave for the business growth, business revenue, and profit, right? Therefore, be stay put and risk anything. If any questions today, if I see any challenges, in current scenario, you can, in question answer session, please go ahead and ask any type of question. I like to, address and help you to resolve them and to move progress towards your success, right? This we covered last time taxation, but I covered most theoretically. But what I did this, last couple of days, I created one software for each which you can use it within few minutes. You can get complete how you can optimize taxation, right? As Benjamin Graham says, in the world, nothing can be said certainly, but death and taxes, right? The same thing, But today we're talking about the more taxes. In the capital gain taxes, we are going to focus more, not as other form of the multiple taxes are there, but we are focusing on capital gain. The standard rules are the capital gain tax for less than 12 months or equal 12 months is called short-term capital gain, which is as per latest law. So 20% plus cess and surplus. And long term, which is more than 1 year, which is 12 months, tax is a 12.5% after 1.25 rebate they are given it after whatever tax is there. And similarly goes to mutual fund and so forth. Liquid fund is a tax slabs, a fixed deposit, everything goes to a tax slab, whatever the tax slab you are in. Those are the, important point. Further, how to set off, short-term capital loss can be set off against short-term capital gain plus long-term capital gain. That will set off value. That will help to optimize your taxation. The same thing, tool I'm going to demonstrate. Second, long-term capital loss can be, set off against only long-term capital gain. And you can carry forward any losses, either short-term or long-term. In each category, you can't set off across, but you can carry forward in the next 8 years. Just you have to, the condition here, but you have to file your income tax return on time, right? Which is typically July time frame. If you delay it, that not get counted to carry forward. So remember this, do diligently calculation and pay the tax on time if anything is there, and file the return on time. No, this is everything I talked last week theoretically, but I'm going to demonstrate like to how we can do this. Let me directly jump to the tool. Uh, I hope we are with me. Let's now go to the overview. Yeah, you're able to see my screen? You just type no, yes. So I can know you're able to see. I can move forward. Thank you, Debashish. Thank you, Srinivas. Yes, hello. This is the I shared this link. Just give a demo to you how it works. Then you can use it for yourself, or you want to share within your family members, friends, or anyone, or your groups. I kept it open because we are just running the time out of time. By 31st, we'll be completing all the taxation, which is shows you the timeline time counter also. So 21 days are there, the 4 hours and so forth, right? This specifically I created based on the latest taxation rules. It's a very powerful. I made it learn all the taxation rules which are applicable, and how to optimize and get the how you can optimize tax. That's the whole idea for us. Of course, you follow all the along the line, but still there is a lot of scope. The budget gives a lot of scope for the people to optimize. And this, just remember, this app is there only for capital gain tax optimization. It's not for the any salary or anything else, or business, it's not there. It's specifically for capital gain. When I say capital gain, it comes long term, short term, and dividend also. Those are the part of the capital gains. Let me give you a quick demo. First, we'll ask you basic details. What is no income, and so because you got to learn just with. I'll put some dummy data for just a demonstration purpose. Someone has a 40 lakhs. And its age you can put, that's because taxation rule changes there. Senior citizen. Again, you can select which part of the tax regime you are, old or new or all those things. I'll say, old for example. You can select whichever you would like to do. Continue. Also now, it is now want to know some input from you, right? The two options in the input perspective. First option is upload statement, right? You can upload CVS, Excel, or PDF format. The capital gain tax for document which you get from your broker. Maybe a Zerodha is there or ICICI Direct, anything. You go to section, there is always section, where you can download the annual capital gain tax report. This comes as a report. You can download it in this format, CVS, Excel, and you can upload it. That's the first option. It's very fast will happen. I have made it to learn all the multiple format, but if you still see some format is not taken care, please let me know immediately. I can, maybe within one day, within 24 hours, I can rectify it and make it learn and will help you to, that can be done. I've done already multiple options. I even made it learn, but still, if you see some format is not to be learned properly or not passing the data, please let me know. I can rectify it within 24 hours. Even also, secondly, you can also do entry manually. Let me take the manual option first to demonstrate. In this again, it is going to ask you some details. Is there any dividend income? Suppose I put some 20,000 rupees, just example. Because this is a tax slab, is based is in the rate this is the tax slab added to total income. That's the it goes as a part of the other income in your wealth filing income tax filing return. Continue. Now it's asking me, that's fine, I'm doing manually. The four parameters are there. First is in the whole year from the 1st April till recent time, did I do any profit booking, right? Did I, sold on, again, do it short term, long term. Again, any losses, right? I might have sold based on some losses, which I don't like to, which I see the companies are dead, I'm not going to make money. I might have sold them, right? So based on loss also, even this loss. Second, profit in loss, okay? A portfolio in loss, right? Because I haven't sold them, still they are in my account, right? Demat account because I haven't sold, but they're in losses, right? First, top two are realized, right? We've already done the transaction, buy and sell. The second, portfolio loss and portfolio in profit, these two below are there you bought it. Okay, the first is the losses, how much losses done. Second is how much profit you have made, but you haven't sold them, right? It's unrealized profit and losses, right? These are the two items because it will help you to, it will in this I also suggest you, let me go through it. I'll not discuss, let me go through. It is that way it's trained. Yeah. Next is capital gain. It's asking me dividend income which I added. Now it is asking me specific question, short-term gain. Okay. What you can do, you can based on the report also you can add the data. In this, you can we have had. Let me add the first short-term capital gain. Suppose maybe short-term gain 3 lakh rupees, for example. Long-term equity maybe 20 lakhs. Right. Any long-term capital gain again, other asset class, not only equity, other class maybe real estate, or something if I done the. I just give you an example, I just put as 1 lakh rupees. Any realized losses, right? These are the realized gain happen in the first short term and long term. And second is realized losses, right? I sold something based on the losses, right? Maybe 2 lakh rupees, just example. Long-term capital losses, right? I kept it more than 1 year, but it just haven't materialized. I don't see any light and end of tunnel. Then I sold it maybe 1 lakh. Stock currently in the losses, right? These two I have added as a part of which you see the realize which already transaction buy and sell transaction is done. Now these two tables are or sections are unrealized, which is still I have bought it, but they are still my portfolio. First, what is short term unrealized losses? Maybe 50,000 for example. Right? Again, long term unrealized losses, maybe 1 lakh. Currently, any profit, right? I mean, holding of stocks, I did some profit is there, maybe short term, maybe 5 lakh rupees, and long term unrealized profit, right? Maybe 10 lakh rupees. Yeah. Also, if you want to add script wise, right? Company wise, one by one, you can do it, right? You keep adding them, as you go. You can again select short term, long term. You can do it, right? I'm not, putting, you can add it. You take that. You will add those data also in the calculation. Continue. Now it is, just review, let us review what information I kept, basically, like given the salary or income, business income or salary. Realized gains, right? And realized losses, it has collecting unrealized dividend, right? Everything is now, it has captured the information. Now it's ready to go ahead. Show me my savings, right? Your saving is 78,000 rupees, right? If I do all calculation of realized, unrealized, profit, losses, short term, long term, this is the total 78,000 rupees I can save if I do proper, adjustment my taxation. Then it will ask me unlock the report. You can give you, with some details, your basic details like mobile number. Okay, and it will ask membership, right? Because if I set the I'm diamond member, if I set it according to suggest you. But most of the time, I know you are silver and diamond members. That's why we are in this squad, right? Now it has, give me detailed report, right? How I can save 78,000 rupees based on my, adjustment in the my capital gains, capital losses, long term, short term also. It is giving summary here. Capital gain breakdown. Short-term capital gain, which is 60,000 rupees, and long-term equity above, gain is 2,34,375 rupees. A long-term gain, other asset, right? So I given 1 lakh rupees. It is again treated as 12.5% tax. It is 12,500. Dividend income is, I have given 20,000 rupees, and given a 40 lakh, right, income, which comes under 30% tax slab. And this is a 6,000, other, this comes under other income, and the 6,000 is the tax on that other income. Further, it is giving me, we'll discuss that, we'll take up the questions from the actionable for you, how to get this 78,000 rupees uh, saving. This is the first action for you. How to set off, it is giving me detailed set off how to do the set off for losses and gains. Again, set up for the long-term losses, again long-term gains, right? How this total calculation has done. Again, tax loss harvesting, right? What that means here is that I'm done some profit is there. That based on profit, maybe short term, long term, I have to pay tax, right? 20% for short term and long term 12.5%. But in my portfolio, as per my data entered, some still and losses, right? If I sell them, which I see they're not going to grow anytime, right? I can sell them and book the losses, right? Those losses against I can set off my gains with that, I can save the my tax. No, this we can do only if you're sure that this company is not going to grow. It's I'm not going to make many. You don't see next 2 3 years or maybe longer, and then you can take a decision. This is your decision. Similarly, a tax loss harvesting you can do for long term. It was specifically for short term and the long term also. It is giving me. Ultimately, this is 1.5, 2.5 is the rebate given by Government of India for taxation, uh, which is, above for long term, all taxes will be applicable after paying of 1.25, as a non-tax item. Debash, is to answer your question, this everything is as per the tax law. It's the latest tax law. It's accepted by the Government of India and taxation. There's no issues. But only you have to make sure the numbers are very correct, which you are entering. You have to be diligent. But still, my suggestion, you can maybe have one speed call with your CA, or you can finalize. But it will definitely give you pointers to how to save your taxes, right? Your CA may not give, but this tool is going to help you to optimize your taxation based on the transactions which you did, and which are still companies which are in the listed, but they're making losses. All right. I hope I addressed the question, but I'll take more questions as you go. This giving complete report also is giving me, what tip for me, how to should I claim tax, all those things. And as I said, any losses, still you see losses will carry forward by next 8 years, right? But only condition you have to pay the tax return file in the time frame. That's why it's showing you. If you see, observe here, it is always saying, paid by 31st July. That's typical standard date we have paid it. Unless why government of don't change. Typical 31st July is the date to file the tax return. But you can check, latest announcement which happens in the report. But this is the based on as on today information. Also, it's a good idea to pay advance taxes, if we finding good amount of capital gains as well as the dividend income. The date for the advance tax goes like this in July. Typically, these are standard numbers. It is irrespective of the financial year. June 15th of any year, September 2nd, advance tax, and December 15th, and latest is the 15th of March. Use this calculation. Still 4 5 days are there. You can use this tool. You can see any advance tax still to be paid, because otherwise what happens if you don't pay those taxes, and you pay suppose in the month of June or July, right? The government or the CA has to calculate all the taxes again with the interest rate, right? This is a burden again. Avoid the paying interest unnecessarily. Pay the taxes on time. It is given tip to you and all those things, and you can download this report. Yeah, this report is same thing. It is giving more detail. You can save it out, or you can do one thing. You can download it, save it, and you can do calculation. You can share this report with your CA, who's doing final calculation or is going to help you, right? They also know how to get adjusted. Maybe not with all CAs know all the options, how to set off and all those things. They can also this is a good tool and ask them to save your tax money, right? Saving money is earning money as that way, right? That way it is. It is simple tool, it helps you. Powerful is more powerful. I made it. Uh, One more point I'll discuss here, which is how to, here, say the second option is there. You can select anything here. I see applicable. Here in uploading, you can upload this format, right? Anything. If finding any challenge, please let me know. I'll get it sorted out, immediately for you. And you can just upload last year's file and you can select these numbers and it can do. Yeah. But other things are remaining the same, like dividend tax and all those things you can do the same. And if you are suppose this is you can do for one account, demat account. If you have multiple demat accounts, what you can do you can run multiple queries, right? At a time, give only one uh, demat accounts report in this because they different format will be there because the system has to understand different format, right? Therefore, you can run multiple times this query. If you have three accounts, do this transaction which I shown three times. So that way it will resolve the issues. Yeah. With this, I hope this is very powerful. It's really going to help you. And I thought this last week I decided discussed in manually, but I thought let me see how let me I was just thinking how can simplify your life, right, by putting some app, etc. Then I came across this idea, then I just made this software myself. It's possible nowadays because of AI and also use this tool and as you like to be. If finding any challenge, any issue, please let me know in advance so I can resolve for you and make it workable. Finally, you can also get my suggestion. Whatever result comes, so really optimizing it. But if my other suggestion is go by your any CA is there who can finally stamp it out and do the filing for it. Yeah, I'll give the link for this scheme. Okay, I'll give it. Hold on. Yeah. Yeah, this is the link for the app. You can try it away right away. And meanwhile, what I'll ask you, I think we are done for this. I'll like to take questions now, right? You can try it out right away, or you can try sometime after you. But let me open the question form also for right away. Yeah. The first link was that capital gain tax optimizer, and this link which I'm sharing is to put your question answer, right? I think and- yeah. Secondly, for you put the add questions. What I'll do, I'll give some maybe this 1928. I'll give some 5 minutes with 7 minutes, right? Because you have to do the you run across the text which I given as well as the question answer you can put in the format. I'll give 7 minutes to you total. Think on, try it out. If you're finding an issue or a query, please let me know right away. I'll address right away. Related to the tool as well as any query related to your investment or you're finding some challenges, some issue, please let me know. I'm here to help you to serve you. That's the whole idea. As a reserve currency, they know to protect under dollar in certainty and certainty challenge. And one thing is, this may happen anytime when nobody knows. When dollar going to lose its worldwide exchange currency, right? If they don't behave responsibly, which we don't see, the USA, the people have less faith in that, and people might try to move away from dollar. Right? That is one possibility is there. but nobody knows when it's going to happen, in which format, in which stage, right? It's a challenge, but still that spot is still open. Yeah. Okay, Debash Singh, value of all currencies going down, except dollar. It's matter of time. Matter of time. It's simple law, economic laws goes, what is supply, if you see today, the inflation in US is very high because of the pumping and everything. In fact, it's going to increase the inflation in all the countries, including us, right? Because of the energy prices going to increase and everything linked to the energy, right? Which you consume. And even transportation required, oil, gas, petrol, and all those. Everything is going to, inflation is going to increase. That is for certain. And specifically, the companies which are depend on these petrochemical, right, plastic products and pipes, all those companies are dependent, or insulators, or they are dependent on the polymers, right? And these polymers are derived from oil and oil chemicals, right? Oil refineries, they as a byproduct comes up. If everything is going up, this also goes up and all those things. It's challenging. And what other thing I want to say? Don't buy any, what do you say, tender-based companies in this scenario, right? Because in tenders, it's a fixed price. We don't know what kind of, scenario happens there. But there might be price escalation may not be happening there, right? Because everything prices increase, they may not go to make. We have to be careful. A service-based industry, there are multiple services like hotel is there, people, travel. But certainly, but I think it was the service specifically for talking hotels or restaurant. Uh, Not whatever there no problem, but they start pinching it. People first start cutting down their travels, leisure time, luxury time. They become more conservative. At that time, it might affect service, specifically hotel industry. That kind of challenge. Yeah, good discussion today. A lot of questions. And please come open question. That is where whole idea behind this call to meeting weekly, right? And the tool I shared, you can try yourself. You can share with your friends, family, as I said. It's open and use it for your advantage, right? Uh, yeah. Do be caution now in the market. Don't uh, find anything goes very quickly, very high. Go slowly, staging well. As long as things are starting, let us see next week what happens. Then we discuss more deeper. But typically, my suggestion, look, we can discuss this. Unending, we can discuss. There's no limit. But even after that also, then we can't decide, right? Therefore, typically, I'd avoid these economics. Of course, this affect the business. We should be knowing at back of our mind what is happening, but we should be focusing ultimately on businesses, right? Which are going to sustain, which are going to remain, which are going to grow. That's the ultimate focus, not this geopolitical economics. Of course, we should be caring about them, but we can't do much about that. That's why I say control the controllable. Other thing, just good to know how in back of our mind what is happening, but don't focus too much on that. Okay? It will distract more. Focus on the things, where to invest, how much to invest, and what is the risk is there in other things which you already knowing all these things. Focus on that is my suggestion, and that is very that's help you, right? That's help you because this economic debate, geopolitical debate is unending, and some politicians somewhere in the world has become so much volatile, and the its access to all the kind of weapons and everything is we can't control, and any politician, any part of the world can be doing some very stupid thing, right? And we can't control, right? Uh, that we can do. But why should we bother? Which we can control, but we have to be manage your own life, have your emergency fund in place properly, which I demonstrated in the tool, have your investment diligently and stabilize, and look for opportunities and find the opportunities, go by slowly, step by step, as a caution. That is the key. And consistency is the key in the stock market. How long you remain in the stock market, that matters. Rather than just burning out after some time. Don't do that. Remain consistent. Okay? Ultimately, boils down to focus on business management, valuation. That is the game. The war will happen today. This war is there. Something, after some time may happen, hardship happen, something happen, right? We don't know. which is beyond our time. Don't worry too much about those things. One of the, let me say this also, we as a human now staying in this time era, the our ancestor, etc., have been now hoping for this day, dreaming this day. That kind of, facilities are there, but with button of, just click a button, you can order anything, you can get something, you can do things, book the travel and everything. It was never was there, right, earlier. So much convenience is there, and survival is not a challenge. Survival is no challenge. If we know multiple things happens, just don't worry too much. And we humans finding a lot of ways how to overcome them, right? And how to manage them. Don't worry. I strongly believe in our human capability to come out of any this kind of disaster challenges sooner or later. In fact, that kind of intelligence has gone. That's a human we've been gifted to think and give on, right? Therefore, we have trust within yourself first and surrounding our ecosystem and see. Of course, sometimes challenges happens, goes ups and downs, and the market also goes ups and downs. But you have to think as an opportunity rather than risky and staying away from it. But take rational decision on based on the facts rather than just hoping to. Yeah, I think we had a good discussion today. I hope it helped each one of us. And yeah, all the best. If there are no questions, then we can be close for the day and see you next week, same time. Uh, be cautious, as I said, focus on business, don't want to too much headlines, etc. I tell you myself, I stopped watching news. I stopped watching I don't remember, maybe 8, 10 years back, I stopped watching in television news particularly. I stopped reading newspaper also. I just read online, which is headline. I also know, uh, things it's come to know. I have multiple sources. Something happens, something is come to know information, which any other get the information. But avoid TV if you want to stay healthy, long term, not only making money. Stop watching television news okay? Because they want to catch the eyeballs, etc. More negativity affect your health. I don't want to be remain healthy. Uh, Watch something, funny cartoon you can watch, Tom and Jerry or something, or spend time with the family, play the game with them, or travel, watch, move around the garden, be in nature. That brings more energy within you. There's positive energy. Then why to observe negative energy from this kind of, the media which goes to any extent and there's no control on them, right? They can talk and they can do it. Right? Be focused, right? In short, and good night. See you. Yeah. And you can use this tool and share them multiple your friends, family, and file the tax return on time and optimize it. Okay. Yeah. Good night. Bye.